Previously on Survivor. After Suicide Squad's first victory, Dylan and Alex began planting seeds of doubt in players' minds about Dawn.
I didn't always 100% trust Dawn because he did always seem like he was talking to everyone.
You could target Taylor and get her to vote out Dawn.
The three girls purposely throw the next challenge and vote out Dawn like a blindside.
At the Immunity Challenge, the players found out 2 tribes would be going to Tribal Council. And after Ferocity won Immunity, it was Bay Squad and Mankato losing players. On Bay Squad, the tribe unanimously took out Knockme after he failed to make any connection. On Mankato, Daniela flipped to Dylan's side and with Swale voted out her ally, Shayna, 3-1.
And yeah, Survivor was fun. I wanted to make some friends, but fuck Daniela.
12 are left. Who will be going home tonight?
No, I'm actually surprised he voted for you.
Yeah, I am too.
I thought he was coming for you, Dawn.
I do too. Well, because you brought his name.
You were like,
came
you
on,
were like,
right?
you know what, I'm
Yeah.
voting for you. I was like, whoa,
I
that's,
gave Anders what he wanted.
yeah.
That was good.
It's just,
That's all trouble.
I just hope you don't
There's
come
something.
back.
Let's
Yeah,
not
we
do
just
that.
like don't. Let's best not come back.
I feel as if we have the most solid team.
What's that team called again? Mankato? Manzato? Potato? I don't know.
So I feel like winning is very possible for us. And I'd like to win just because, you know, I trust everybody on my team.
Just can't lose again. Like,
Honestly, I think like a solid, just us four going to the merge together could be probably the most advantageous thing for us.
like I said, I think we could get Susan as a 5th. I have a really good relationship with Susan. Like, if the 4 of us can make it to the merge, I think that would end up being
Ideal.
a good thing.
But Susan and I have a good relationship. I think she trusts me. I think she, is willing to work with me, and I'm very willing to work with her. Faith and I are still aligned, so I think that we could potentially kind of start discussing a little bit more.
You spelled it with a Y.
What's me?
I am with Alex and Dylan. We could potentially be working with Swale, and I'm hoping with that comes Michael.
I mean, I understand if you definitely don't want to be.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Like, not only did it work, but like there's people that I can trust now. And that is so important.
This is like.
I just want to see Dawn's face right now. He tried to screw you so
tried to screw you
bad. He
so
literally
bad.
targeted like half the game against you.
Yeah, well, I mean, how's that work for you now, Don? Because. I can't believe that I got through this vote without pulling this thing out of my pocket. And without even pulling the fake one out of my pocket.
I think I'm in a much better place than I would be if I had to use an idol right here, so. Okay, I want to hear from and we're meeting tomorrow. We have to figure out where. Me, you, and Danielle.
I thought me, you, and Daniel were really.
That's what I just said.
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Good. So I'm glad we're on the same tribe now.
Yeah, it was good.
Tony's awesome. I actually really like Tony.
Yeah, I was kind of an idiot and didn't really talk to people in my tribe.
Mm.
And so I was probably going to get voted out the next round if I didn't get into this tribal switch.
I feel kind of the same way. So this is definitely a good thing to happen. I don't know, it was just weird being last, I didn't really expect that, and then
Yeah.
that was just kind of.
Me too.
So.
I don't know if you knew, Swally and I are actually roommates.
Yeah.
Okay, Susan lives in Denton too, so I sort of knew her beforehand.
Okay.
But I really trust her.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys were on your team.
I mean, I didn't talk to her that much, but
Okay.
you know, I think we know where we stand.
Okay.
I'm good with her. Yeah.
I think we're really on the same page. I think Tony trusts me. He seems like a really transparent guy, so I can trust and be honest with him.
If the three of us at least can stick together.
I think that's a really good idea, actually.
Okay.
Because
I love Alex and Kevel, but I don't trust them half as much as I do you and Susan.
Okay. Yeah, I met with Michael. He said that me, him, and Susan could form like a majority alliance in our tribe. I think Michael was like just a follower. He would listen to us. He was the last on his tribe, so he's probably afraid for himself.
Yo, I mean, we'll work hardest to
definitely
win immunity, but at least for the next 2 rounds, we'll be safe.
When I told Susan that I talked to Tony, she flipped out.
I'm upset at Michael because he decided that it was a good idea to go talk to Tony before I talked to Tony.
Oh my god! We both agreed we were gonna. Yeah, I know, we were gonna talk to him. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll figure it out.
We both agreed.
He said, he was like, oh, I didn't know. I'm like, what? Well, in general, I was like, why would you think it's a good idea for you to go make the call and talk to Tony? You don't know him.
I'm not talking to you right now. You go do what you're supposed to do. You will talk later.
Fine. Fine. Oh, thanks. Okay. I don't know what her problem is, but it bothers me.
I don't know what he told him, and I don't know if he was like, oh yeah, me and Susan are best friends. You're supposed to be low-key about that kind of stuff. You're not supposed to say anything. He doesn't know how to play this game. I'm just annoyed because I feel like I've been building up this so much, especially with Swale. We've been so on the down low about it, and like Michael just comes in and it's just like, oh my god, me and Susan are super like trust with each other, blah blah blah. Like,
what are you thinking right now?
For like our new tribe?
Yeah, what do you think about them?
Yeah, I think Michael's cool.
I like hunted down Michael because like he was in like ranked 9th and he was like already complaining about like, oh man, I don't like how my tribe ranked me last or whatever. It was like, open opportunity, let me just like snag you in real quick.
I met with Tony. We both were on the same page about we have to get rid of Alex or Kevel because say there's a merge in the future, we need to cut down on base squad's numbers or else Old Ferocity is gonna go home.
I'm assuming we're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm hoping so. Like, yeah, I got your back. Because of the Old Ferocity, we're keeping that together.
Yeah.
Okay, like, worst case scenario, we lose. Like, what are you thinking right now? Because I want us to be, like, I'm trying to keep us as the majority right here. So, regardless of who that third person is.
Susan and me were both on Ferocity before. Michael seems like a weak player, but I think we can use him.
Right now, we're not in the majority. Like, we need someone.
We need
someone, and I was like, I think he's the easiest person to like snag over to our side.
I think she's a natural leader, and I'm willing to follow her and blindly listen to her orders.
Well, actually, one of the reasons was because I hate the host today, Faith. There was several idol scares, and Shayna went home. So I still remain at the bottom of Mankato. Yeah, she voted for me. Did Dylan play an idol? I thought he was going to. He did not play the idol. I really dislike Dylan. Astaghfirullah, I also called him a devil. My strong dislike to Dylan should not dictate my game here. So I'm willing to work and maneuver. I have no other wiggle room at all. Like they're 1 and 2, whatever their ideas they share, whatever the case may be. They're 1 and 2, and like at this point I can't really do anything. It's just I'm working with 1, 2, like 1, 2. So I like no choice. We have to win tomorrow, or hopefully the merge comes.
Yeah, like after like tribal or whatever, their tribal, Swale hits me up and is just like, yo, like I'm sorry, but like Shayna went home tonight, and I was just like, yeah, like that's cool. Like I understood. Like I was kind of prepared for this. Like it's fine.
I actually didn't know about the whole plans fully until after things happened. The big thing that like became more serious at the end was the idol scare.
Okay.
So he had his hand in his pocket, and right when Anders asked if someone wants to play the me idol, he moved. He reached his pocket, and then he didn't play.
Okay. And he was like, yeah, Daniela was the one who like made the decision. I already thought previously that like Dylan and Daniela might have been like working together.
Yeah.
That was a suspicion I had way back in the day when I talked to her about something, and like she was just like, "No, we should keep Dylan the game as long as we can." And I was like, "What does that mean?" I was a little bit shocked by that, thinking like, "Where do we go from now?" And I'm just like, "All right, so Daniela flipped, Shayna's gone, Suicide Squad is dead." But like, I'm not sure like how we're gonna play this, but like, my plan is to just like, if like I'm actually gonna say like you and me like like team up.
Yeah.
They're like maybe like if there's a merge, then we'll work together too. Are you down for that?
I'm down for that. Another thing is that if we go straight to merge, right? I'm realizing Dylan, although he may have idle power, he doesn't have numbers power.
Yes.
So, because our broken alliances, we can break votes into like different sides. So whether it be Daniela and him, Alex and him, whichever way combination,
Okay,
how
that's the thing,
how the power like lies in.
If you and me can get like 2 other people each or something, that's 6 votes. And it's not we need the majority. We just need to get one person the most votes.
You're right.
And so like 6 people is probably enough. So I'm just like right now is an odd period for us.
It is.
Because something big is about to happen either this week or next week, and so like you just have to be prepared for it.
You're right.
So
You're
I'm
right.
just like like if Dylan like thinks you're on his side and all that, like that's we can actually use that to our advantage.
Okay.
We also have to know who not to trust.
We talked with Daniela. Because everything's so quiet, I feel like. I think come merge, it's gonna come down to like 1 or 2 Veracity.
Okay.
And then the rest of the base squad's gonna like want to turn on each other at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, who has the stronger alliances makes it the farthest.
I meet up with Taylor this morning, and basically she's talking about like how upset she is and like how Daniela like betrayed her or whatever, and like then she gets scared. She's like she wants to like now go to Dylan and Daniela and just make peace with them. And I'm just like, I mean, you can do that if you like want, but like that won't solve anything. They're not gonna trust you.
Me, Faith, Emily, Dawn. I feel like I can trust Faith and Emily a lot more than I can trust anyone else. So, I mean, like Daniela flipped out of our alliance, Shayna got voted out, and I'm probably next. Really, like you're going hard at this game. People don't like expect it. You're a threat.
Okay.
She's probably gonna distance herself from me, and I was like, that's fine. Like, do whatever you have to win. Like, it's Survivor, it's a game. Like, but now that I think about it, like, Taylor has no other alliances with anybody, so that's not gonna work out very well for her.
So I think the way we play it is you make an alliance with Emily, Faith, and Emily and Faith individually, and I try to do it too.
Okay.
He probably doesn't trust me. Dawn's playing me on some level, which is to be expected because I know he's a strong player. And like whoever kind of has like the closer alliance, we'll just kind of tell them like, oh, like I want one of the other 2.
I'm gonna actually try and go make an alliance with Emily. I'm gonna go with someone who can get me access to more people, and then maybe make an alliance with them. Just like I was just trying to get a feel for like what everyone was thinking. Like I talked to Taylor a little bit, and she, you know what happened yesterday? Shayna got like.
So
eliminated.
I know that Shayna got eliminated.
Yeah.
And I heard that Dylan was really freaking people out, and that Daniela flipped on Shayna.
Yeah, that's what
So what was there more that happened?
Not that I know of. Like.
Okay, because that's all I heard.
It was basically I heard that Daniela flipped.
Did she like have like a panic attack halfway through tribal or something?
I have no idea, dude. Daniela's.
Is she unpredictable?
She's pretty unpredictable. I don't know.
I don't like that at all.
She's one of those. So.
We need to break that up.
Oh yeah. Like if we get to the merge, I was just trying to figure out like people that we could trust, and I was just like, we have to get numbers if you want to stay in. So like,
I know.
Like, getting to the merge is one thing. Staying in the game is a completely different thing.
So all 4 of us, you, me, Taylor, and Faith. I'm pretty sure we can get Susan. I'm pretty sure we can get Swale. Swale's freaking out. He knows that if their tribe goes back, he's done.
Yeah, something. Faith, how much do you trust her?
I do trust Faith.
Trust Faith?
She's not flipping.
Okay.
No way. Way worst case scenario. We go tonight, challenge with as normal, we lose. What do we do?
That I'm not sure at all.
I hate this.
Yeah, that's because we made this for alliance with ourselves. It's dangerous, and so I don't know. We have to find a way to trust each other. We have to figure out who we trust the least. Faith is actually an asset to us. So she's like really fast, like smart. She's really good with people. We have to use her to our advantage, like really effectively.
Yeah.
And so honestly, like I would definitely like to keep her. And I trust you more than I trust Taylor. Honestly now.
Okay.
This morning she said something about like she's really freaked out about Daniela flipping, and she's like, Dylan actually has a lot of power, so she wants to like go to him.
Ooh,
like,
no.
Make peace with him or something.
No, thank you.
Last night, Taylor texted us and she started a new group me called Girl Squad, which was me, her, and Faith. Basically an effort to vote out Don. He's a huge physical threat and he's a huge social threat. Don has a lot more to offer us. Don has connections to Kevel, which is kind of the swing vote right now because I think Kevel is kind of between the Alex Dylan relationship and the me, Don, Faith, Swale, Susan relationship.
In the back of my mind, the whole like you three girls could like band together again.
Oh.
Like, oh my god. I always had a fear that like I would get girl powered out. Like I have 4 sisters, and I've grown with 4 sisters, so I know like whenever the girls get a little bit of power, they let it go to their head.
Welcome back. As you can see, Knock Me was voted out at the last tribal council, as was Shayna. Michael is not here because he had a prior commitment or something. Whatever. Alright, I will take that back. Tribal immunity is still up for grabs, and you will be staying in your current tribe. So any hope of a swap or anything? Not right now. The next immunity challenge. This one is called the 4-legged race, and it's a real fun one. Only 3 people will compete in this challenge. 3 of you will have your buffs tied around your legs, and your legs will be tied together. You're going to start at the front of Eppley. You're going to get here as fast as you can. All 3 of you need to get eggs. You will take the eggs and put them in the spoon and put the spoon in your mouth. If any one of you drops an egg, drops the spoon, breaks the egg, you have to start over, come back, do it again. Once all 3 of you have made it to that end with your eggs intact, you will then go over and do a bolo toss. Every single person has to make a toss that connects with the actual bladder. The first tribe to complete this will get immunity and another clue to their hidden immunity item. The second tribe to finish will get immunity and will not have to go to tribal council. The tribe that does not complete it will be going to tribal council. No one wants that. I know this is worth playing for. So, you have a couple minutes to strategize?
I'm fine, yeah.
Do you want to do a since you're tallest? Do you want to do a practice round?
We had to sit out as many people as it took to get to 3. Michael didn't show up, so it was pretty much just Tony, myself, Alex, and Susan. Susan was pretty straight up about it. She basically went up to Tony and said, "How drunk are you on a scale of 1 to 10?" Tony said 6.
They just like lifted themselves up, yeah. But like, would jogging give you a would that rhythm? Work? You think? I don't know, because that's like pretty cumbersome.
We're gonna come right through this hard. It's so funny.
Ready?
Ready.
Go! Yeah. One Oscar strongly safety carried, but Susan, Alex, and Kelly are running back. Swale, Daniela, and Dylan struggling to get a good footing.
Go. We got the pace,
They have to go get their eggs now. Frosty is not far behind. Fuck yeah! Frosty! Frosty and Baseline are tied right now. They are getting their eggs. Baseline has their eggs. They are now awfully moving.
Let's go there. Green for now.
Got it.
Together. Oh, good job, Baseline.
Keep the eggs. Frosty, be very careful. They do not want to mess up. They will cut them back. Base spot. Your release is going ever larger. Very good.
Ooh, got started.
Grab it. Here we go. Yep.
Go back, go back.
All feet have to be over.
So it's rock.
Good.
Fuck yeah, Denmark.
Let's go. 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
They are just tripping over each other.
Okay, let's go. Back way.
Big miss by Base Squad. Here's Rossi's first toss.
Go, Base Squad, you got it.
All feet have to be over. Good.
Go.
Oh,
One. You got it. Okay,
Hey, well, people are almost. Hey, fix up. Fix up.
Yes!
Hey, yellow, get
Sorry.
it.
Hell yeah.
Got it. Evelyn out.
Yes! Go, go.
Taylor makes it. So now it is just up to Swallow.
Around.
Taylor.
Fuck
Swally, Daniela, Dylan are tied with Susan, Alex, and Kevin. Base Squad is falling.
Outside. Outside.
Two misses.
Guys, scoot in and make it forward.
Swally making the toss. Yes! And it's good! Mankato gets immunity! It is now for second. Yes! Yes! And Ferrasi gets it! Ferrasi!
Get the
Council! Mankato is safe from Ronald Council! Fucking did it.
Sorry, guys. No, we first and second, it doesn't matter. We're safe.
We got it. We're safe. We're safe.
Okay, cool.
This is yours. You have earned it.
Here's Swally. Take it. Your first win. You got it.
I never know how W feels now. Swally's first round, not going to a tribal council.
Oh my god.
Nice to meet you. I'm Swally.
Alright.
Yeah, Susan.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Ferrasi has not gone to a tribal council yet. They're still safe. Base Squad, you are going to tribal council for a second round in a row.
I mean, like, Don's he's kind of like dead weight at this point for me because like our alliance members are gone and he's still stuck on getting out Dylan, which I don't think is like the best strategic move anymore. We were doing until then. Just this hot guys. That was so hard. Sorry. No, I mean, that was hard.
Oh.
We were doing so fucking good. We were ahead by a lot.
It was Taylor who created Suicide Squad, and she was the one who fucked the entire plan that I basically had up. We talked, me, Emily, and Faith. We talked at Royals tonight.
Yeah, me and Emily already talked, and I think Taylor is who we're voting out. Yeah.
I'm not. They literally told me that they were gonna choose me. I hope I can trust them. They seemed pretty genuine.
That Daniela blindsided Daniela, Shayna, and Taylor, but then like they got cocky basically, and then it worked against him because Daniela flipped because she was working with Dylan the whole time. Taylor actually has no alliances anymore. I actually like Emily way better. I'm just gonna say it. I like and Emily's cool. Like, she's smart and like.
Faith and I literally met in the bathroom at Turf, and we talked about Survivor strategy. Like, what is life? We're just kind of chatting because obviously we're the closest line, so we're just kind of chatting about what we're gonna do. It really comes down to Faith and me because Taylor's voting Dawn, Dawn's voting Taylor. First of all, I can't believe it's me and Faith deciding to vote. I mean, we're original Ferocity, so we should be on the bottom, but we're not. So that's awesome.
So final two. And then Emily's gonna win because she's so nice. Like people will be like, yeah,
But Faith won the wine bag challenge, so potentially she
yeah, the wine bag. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just like terrified because I mean they've been at Rails now for like 3 hours now, and none of them have texted me.
Alright, so this is me walking to the tribal where either I go or Taylor goes. Me and Faith and Emily, we all just like talk.
I think I'm just gonna, argue that I'm a better Alliance member and try not to like come off as too shady or, throw Dawn under the bus too much because I just don't think they would like respond well to me like throwing out attacks at everyone.
I mean, if she wants to stay in the game, like that's fine, but she's not a girl who has like any type of leverage in this game, and everyone knows that. Like the only alliance she ever really made was with me. She tried to make one with Dylan. Dylan's not checking for her. of all people, not her. So I mean, hey,
I'm just gonna act like whatever type of alliance person that they want to have on their tribe moving forward.
I think they're gonna choose me. Just because I actually went into depth. I made a plan with them. Taylor probably didn't do anything.
So like Dawn needs to go.
Okay, so welcome back to Tribal New Base Squad. Okay, so Emily, how easy was last vote? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I have pizza. No, last vote was incredibly easy. I mean, Faith and I, as the only remaining Ferocity team, I mean, we were against 3 original base squads, right? So we were kind of at the mercy of what they decided. But Dawn and Taylor came to us kind of awesomely and was like, we're voting Knock Me. And so Faith and I were like, yeah, we're voting Knock Me.
Okay, so Faith, how much harder is this vote compared to last vote?
This vote's definitely harder, but I think it's like makes the most sense, if that makes sense. Like I think like the vote will be like most prominent to what my next decisions will be.
Dawn, after this, there's going to be 3 of you left. That's 3 out of 11. That is not a majority. How are you going to keep it from old base or new base squad just being picked off?
Alright, so I mean, to keep us from being picked off, we obviously have to play smarter. We have to play harder, and we have to use we have to use the connections we know. Like Survivor is like, it's a game, but it's also a kind of a lifestyle, dude. Like
Yeah,
it's like listen, if I make it today and I literally go to some random person, I'm like, yo, me and you, we're best friends now. We're gonna start hanging out now.
Taylor, if you get to the merge, what's your strategy?
My strategy is to stick with the people that I have now, Faith and Emily, and keep a tight 3, and hopefully we'll all be able to work our connections.
Dawn, who do you think are the possible targets tonight?
Possible targets? I would definitely say me, because like I'm on a squad of like 3 girls. And I've said this before, I grew up with 4 sisters, dude. I know the power of girl power. I know what that is. And so like, yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a target for tonight.
Taylor, do you think it's just Dawn tonight that's up for elimination?
I mean, voting out Knock Me and Dawn both knew that there are now 2 pairs left in the game, and it is kind of like an us versus them mentality, and it's kind of tough because it's just whoever is the tighter pair kind of wins out over the other 2. And I mean, like tonight, yeah, I kind of think that Faith and Emily are pretty tight, and you know, kind of is a toss-up between me and Dawn. This is just the way it played out, and I mean, I think it really does speak to Faith and Emily that they were able to come into our tribe and make like such great like bonds with like me and other people to save themselves at the first vote, and now, you know, kind of take control of our tribe.
Faith and Emily, I noticed right before I asked Taylor the question, Faith, you turned to Emily and Emily nodded. What was that about?
I mean, we kind of know who we're voting for at this point. Like, there's no discussion, there's no like secondhand thoughts. Like, we know who we're gonna vote for. So that's kind of like dead set. We know who's going out, so that's kind of comforting. I mean, Faith and I were kind of on the same wavelength. I mean, we've been on the same tribe since day one, really, and so we've been really kind of figuring out who we want to vote for together. We didn't want to have to do this like at all, honestly. Like, we're just mad we're here.
Tribal is not fun.
Tribal is not fun. We did this like 6 times in a row. Like 6 times at all. Literally, Faith and I, except for Swale, hold the record for the amount of times at Tribal without being voted out. So if we come back one more time, we'll beat the record. Yeah. I don't really want to beat that record, but we might be getting...
Taylor, why shouldn't you go home tonight?
Why shouldn't I go home? Because I think that I'm like a fun person to be around. I want to stay in the game, and you know, I've had fun here. I really enjoy it. Survivor means a lot to me. Like, I watch it all the time, and I think I have a lot of value to add to their team. I mean, like, at this point, I kind of am out of options besides them, so they know I'm gonna stick with them moving on with this no matter what. And also, I mean, I get along well with everyone so far in Survivor. I don't think I've made like any real enemies, so if they're looking for me to pull in people, I feel like I could.
My defense is I've played the same game. I've played the same game I've played all game. I've really honestly been gunning for one person, and like regardless of all else, until that person goes, like I'm gonna continue playing the same
We
game.
will fight that fight.
It's fine.
Yeah, fight that person
Go ahead.
so
Like,
hard.
at least one person, Dylan.
We're all fighting for Dylan.
100,000%.
God, Dylan needs to go
100,000%. And I mean, yeah, that's all I have to say. That's my only defense. Nothing more than that.
Does anyone else have anything they want to say before we get to the votes?
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope Ferocity loses.
Ever since you and Faith left Ferocity, it has not lost a single challenge. And
like the new
the new Ferocity. And ever since you joined this tribe, you guys have lost every challenge that wasn't pure not taking something. So, you guys think you're jinxes?
Yo, maybe it's us. Like, I sat out of the last challenge, we still lost. Faith wasn't there at the challenge before that, we still lost. I mean, maybe it's us, but like...
Alright, cool, we'll get to voting.
Taylor, you actually basically voted yourself out. Honestly, if you had not told me that you were going to distance yourself from me, if you hadn't have said that, you actually would still be like in the game. You could have, I mean, you were an L, but you were kind of an asset in terms of being a vote.
Oh man, this sucks. Sorry.
This could either be the best or worst decision I make in this game. Please let it be the best. I am playing for me, obviously. Like, I want to win. This could be the worst decision, the best decision of my gameplay, and I'm hoping it's the best decision.
If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Taylor. Second vote. Dawn. There's 1 vote Taylor, 1 vote Dawn, 2 votes left. 3rd vote. Taylor. There's 2 votes Taylor, 1 vote Dawn, 1 vote left. 4th vote. Eighth person voted out of Survivor Maryland New Beginnings. Taylor. That's 3, that's enough tonight. Taylor, the tribe has spoken. There you go. That way. So, you guys made a choice to stick together, hoping there would be a merge. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully this trust that you have in each other does work out in your favor. Otherwise, you guys are good to go. Sober up a little.
I mean, like, watching that second vote come out for me kind of like hit me like a train. It really did suck a lot. And then, I mean, I guess no hard feelings because I did have fun playing it, even though it was really, really stressing me out. And yeah, I mean, this experience has been really great. But yeah, everyone, if you're interested, you should totally apply for this. It's been really fun. Anders, how do I stop it? Oh wait.
Next time on Survivor. The merge is here, and it's finally time for the war of Dawn versus Dylan. And these 11 players will face not 1, not 2, but 3 tribal councils.